We are in a crisis. And we know it. We know that more than 40,000 species are threatened with extinction, and we rightfully attend the protests to protect them. We rightfully repost the conservation campaigns. Yet many of us are still eating the endangered, the vulnerable. We are still eating the eel. Eels are one of those 40,000 endangered, approaching the unforgivable line of extinction. The reason for their dwindling population? Us. We are eating too many eels, which demands severe overfishing in Korea, unlike other species which can be bred in farms. Eels have a complex and deeply sophisticated life cycle. Eels are born in the Mariana Islands in the North Pacific as tiny glass eels, where they then move from the salty seas to the freshwater in the country. Once they reach maturity, they are able to traverse the Pacific currents to return to the exact place that they were born to then reproduce. Imagine yourself trying to navigate the ocean where everything looks exactly the same, against the currents moving you in every way you don't want to go. Imagine now doing this without a map, without a compass, without a GPS. What's incredible is that eels can do this just by being an eel. However, in Korea, eels are caught in freshwater, meaning they never have the chance to return to the sea and reproduce. Eels are dependent upon their environment to mature and become fertile, meaning that an eel cannot become fertile in freshwater or closed environments. No one has ever seen an eel reproduce, and for this reason, breeding and farming eels is currently impossible. As a result, eel populations are declining, and dramatically. I also urge you to consider the lives of these eels in the markets. Eels are solitary creatures, yet in these markets they're kept inhumanely in dirty tanks stacked upon each other like books awaiting their slaughter. Is tasting the eel worth this suffering? When we eat eels, are we conserving the planet or are we just conserving our blind eyes? And how are eels killed? Let me show you. Being burned alive. Choking on the air they can't breathe. Now when we look at the eel and we look at us, who is really more sophisticated? Us who are inconsistent with our beliefs, protesting for conservation but being a part of the problem ourselves, or the eels who can navigate the deep blue ocean with nothing other than their brain, than their mind, than their instinct, with nothing other than themselves. Where is our instinct? So next time you're in a market surrounded by all of this delicious food and you see eel, skip it. With every bite we take, no matter how tender, no matter how savory, we are contributing to the problems we seek to abolish. Our mouths do a lot of talking about conservation, but our mouths also do a lot of eating. Which mouth will you choose? Put your mouth where your mind is. Do not support the supply with your demand. Do not eat the eel. Thank you.